No, I mean he's like a guy. Like I remember when I'm watching film, like the whole plan for Bama and on offense is just get this guy the ball, like get him to him on jet sweeps, get him to him on screens, and he's the same thing as Jerry Judy, where you just want to get his hands on the ball, and then watch him run. I was watching, I think it was South Carolina, where he took a slant 80 yards to the house, and I looked it up later. He got clocked at like 22 miles per hour on the route at top speed. I'm like, that is insane. Like he's speeding damn near in a school zone. Like this is not right. Fair. And I mean,
yeah.
And the thing that I like about him too is not only is he just a speed guy, but we've seen speed guys like John Ross just not work out in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But Henry Ruggs can get off press coverage, like we're talking about at the top, where you don't get a whole lot of press coverage in college, but in the SEC you do. There was a theme in every game that I watched with Henry Ruggs where defensive coordinators were going to say, you know what, we're going to go get in this guy's face. We're going to try and mess him and see what happens. And guess what? By the second half, the corner was about having like a 12-yard cushion because they were not going to let that happen because he will fly.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing is. And
I agree with everything on Henry Ruggs. The dude is as fast as they come in this year's draft. Electric when he gets the football. The one thing that I kind of questioned was kind of his football IQ. And there were a couple of times where I would see him like clear backers. And I think it ties into the route running that you're talking about. There were times where I would see him because he's a slot guy, right? So he's going to be his number 2 or a number 3 guy. And he'd be running like a bender or a slant or a dig or something over the middle. And it was like, he'd break his route and then he wouldn't look for quarterback. He wouldn't look. As soon as he would pass linebackers, he like wouldn't turn and look. And it's like, dude, you have to understand that like you're in that window between safety and linebacker. That's where we're trying to get you the rock. You have to look.
I think with that too is like the thing with that is obviously that's a big do. You want you want a guy that you can just kind of have that feel for that zone coverage and sit in those holes and wait there. But I think it is kind of what you're saying too is like he's ultimately in the game to be as fast as he can and get the ball in his hands, like we were saying. But the good thing is with football, where with that kind of stuff, is you can coach that. I can't coach. Exactly. I can't coach running a guy running 22 miles an hour. Yeah. I can get him to see, hey, like let's get in the film room, get with your quarterback, get the timing down, and let's figure out how we can read defenses, how we can read zone coverage. If that's my biggest knock on the guy, I'm not going to be terribly concerned. That's not really going to scare me away if I can like everything else about him. But I mean, I see where you're coming from. Where his natural reaction is, I want to be a cheetah and just get down the field and get down and make streaks and make plays.
I agree. And like the thing that you're looking for with receivers in this age of the NFL is all about creating separation, create space, create separation, make an easier throw for your quarterback. Your quarterback's a top tier guy, right? If he's in the NFL, he can throw a football. You know what I mean? He's going to be able to throw you open in most situations. How much separation can you create on your own as a player? With those 3 guys that we just listed, that is not a problem. Like they can create separation. That is not an issue for them.
Yeah.
So if those 3 guys
can get open.